Process.
I wasn't. It probably took me
10 years to tell the first person I even had
Eugene
cancer.
Johnson Jr., your transformer, your pancake maker, personal trainer, and motivational speaker. Please
But I get it
join
now.
us on the Man to Man Let's Talk show every
All right.
Thursday
We
from
about to
11
get on,
a.m.
brother.
to 12 p.m. on the legendary KYOK AM 1140 and streaming live on KYOKradio.org. Man to Man, Let's Talk.
What's going on, Houston? What's going on? What's going on? You are listening to the Man to Man Let's Talk show on the legendary KYOK AM 1140, the all-new 106.5 FM, where we got the hits that don't miss. And it's show enough good for your spirit. That's right, Houston. I am your transformer. I am your pancake maker, your personal trainer, and your motivational speaker. Houston, I can feed you, train you, and motivate you all at the same time. What a beautiful day it is. A day that we have never seen before, and a day that we will never, ever, 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 ever see again. Oh, I'm so excited and delighted. We in the building today. My stock just went up because I got my good friend on the ones and twos. Miss Linda J is in the building. What's going on, Miss Linda J?
Man to man, I want to talk.
Oh, we're going to talk today.
Okay.
Yeah, and it ain't going to be a whole bunch from me, man. Let me tell you something. I got the gift that keeps on giving.
Okay.
You hear me what I'm saying? But I got to let the people know.
Okay.
I got to let them know who you talking to today.
Okay.
Right? And not just radio personality.
Yeah, okay.
Okay? But somebody who every now and then eat a pancake or two.
Ah.
And not a pancake that you would just get off the shelf.
True.
It's something that's homemade
Made.
in the lab. You hear me?
Yeah.
My lab.
Your lab.
That's right. That's right. None of that preservative stuff. We talking about those choo-choo pancakes. No choo-choo pancakes. They are less than 100 calories. They're 20 in a bag for $12. Cinnamon base and absolutely positively need
No syrup.
No syrup. Yeah, you can eat any pancake without any syrup, but it won't taste like a
That's it.
choo-choo. That's right. It won't taste like a choo-choo pancake, so you need to get yourself some choo-choos today. They are choo-choo-licious, choo-choo-tastic, and choo-choo-rific. You need to go on and order them today.
But if you bougie like Linda J,
If you're bougie like Linda J, if you don't want any syrup on it, what do you do?
crunchy peanut butter, don't you know?
Slide some of that crunchy peanut butter on it. That's right. Get
Yeah.
your protein there. You get your crunchy, or a little texture. You fold it up like a taco, and you're good to go. Now, if you like smooth like me, because I am kind of smooth, just a little bit, just a little bit,
Tad bit.
just a tad
Tad
bit.
bit.
I'm smooth. You know, so I like the smooth peanut butter on my pancake.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm good to go. If you want some choo-choos, go to EugeneJohnsonJr.com for more information. All right? Not only do I feed you, but I also train you. I am your personal trainer.
Yeah.
Whether it's on video or in person.
With little no equipment.
With little or no
No
equipment. I got you.
Yeah.
Now, let me tell you something. The way that technology is today, I got you, fam. If you need someone to help you with your health and wellness goals, I got you on that. Go to Eugene Johnson Jr., click on the training tab, and let's see how we can help one another. I help you, you help me. We all win when it's all said and done. Understand this, Houston. I'm just the jumping cables getting this party started. It's up to you to keep it going.
Yeah.
It's up to you to keep it going. So I'm here and connected as long as you want to be connected with me.
Yeah.
But listen, nobody knows your body like I do. Right? So you have to take ownership of your body. And don't let anybody else tell you what to do with your body. Know your body and take care of your body. You need some help in that area, go ahead and click on to EugeneJohnsonJr.com and click the training tab, and I got you covered. All right? I'm fed you, train you. Most importantly, keep you motivated, because it's important for us to stay motivated, because motivation leads to inspiration. Right? Oh, and it does lead to elevation too. You're absolutely right. But here, hey, we all need some motivation. And sometimes when we weak, somebody else is strong to come and restore us. Right? That's Bible. Don't you
Iron
know?
sharpen iron.
That's right. We need that restoration from one another. So hear me when I say this, that when we need some encouragement, whatever it may be, we can go ahead and get us someone that be able to motivate us with the right words to say. Now, whether it's your business, your nonprofit organization, your church, or your school, I can come and share a good word or two to your organization, but it's up to you if you want that to take place. Now, also, there is some coaching that is involved well. So if you have a business and you're looking to train your leaders, I can help in that particular area as well. So Again, whether it's a keynote speaker, guest speaker, whatever it may be, whether there's humans who are willing to listen to some good words, I got you on that. Click on EugeneJohnsonJr.com, click the training or the speaker tab, and let's make this thing happen. I'm not done with y'all. I told y'all I'm a transformer.
Okay.
All right, it's just not one thing.
Huh.
Okay, God done blessed me with multiple things to do.
Multiple gifts.
And multiple gifts. And he did the same thing to you too. Did you discover your gifts yet?
Yeah.
If you haven't, now's the time to be able to do that. Now, our job is to make God proud. In the J, this is what we do. And I understand some people can't say it with their mouth like I can, but they can say it with their chest. So if you would like a Make God Proud t-shirt, again, go to EugeneJohnsonJr.com, click on the MGP tab, and get your Make God Proud t-shirt in your favorite color. Listen, if you love the Lord, and you know the Lord loves you, because He's the one who woke you up this morning.
Yeah.
Right? How about you not represent that on a regular basis? We'll represent all our favorite name brands that we're spending hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars of.
And folks don't even know you.
And they don't even know you. But God knows you.
Yeah.
Why in the world you wouldn't represent Him?
Ain't know you by name.
He know you by name and the numbers of your hair on your head. He does know that.
Yeah.
He does know it. So why not promote God, the one who woke you up this morning?
Yeah.
Let's make Him proud today rather than making ourselves proud or someone else proud. Let's make God proud today. If you want a t-shirt, go to EugeneJohnsonJr.com, click on the MGP tab, get yourself a t-shirt today. I am excited and delighted about what's about to take place here. I'm telling you, I just want to get all this stuff out of the way. Houston, you need to tell somebody, listen to the show. This is going to bless your soul. I guarantee you this. Okay, listen. Real quick, this is Man to Man Let's Talk. This is the Man to Man Let's Talk show. And Man to Man Let's Talk is a nonprofit organization where we create a safe atmosphere to talk about things we generally don't talk about. And bring awareness to God's definition of what a man is. Yes, Houston, there is a definition for what a man is. It is written throughout the Word of God. It's up to us to either accept it or reject it. But it's not going to change because it is there. It is present. So for us, our job is to discover what it is, men and women, and so we can accept it in a way where we're able to walk into our purpose, assignment, and calling for the men. And for women to know exactly who they're looking for when they say they want a man of God. Hey, we do this by way of workshops. We do this by way of conferences. We do this by way of men check-ins. So when we're not having big events, we're having small events in between times. So this is a continued conversation that we're having throughout the year. And that's what Man to Man Let's Talk is all about. Here's the thing. It takes funds to make this baby run. So we need your donations to be able to help us help one man at a time, because we're boots on the ground all around town.
8 town.
10 toes down.
In H-Town.
In H-Town. That's how we roll.
Yeah.
Okay? So we need your help. Go to M2MLetsTalk.com for more information on how you can support Man to Man Let's Talk. All we're doing is doing what you may not have been gifted to do. So let's not complain. Let's contribute with Man to Man Let's Talk. Now, in March 29th, we have a virtual workshop that is taking place. So go to the website and sign up for the virtual workshop, and we're going to talk about the different hats that we wear as men: the protector, the provider, the creator, and the warrior. Are we just limited to those titles, or is there more? Well, let's just talk about it. Let's get together and let's talk about it. Now, if you got a phone, you can log on. It doesn't cost you anything. Now, are you serious about being a better man? If you are, you need to sign up for this workshop, which will be the beginning of what's going to take place for the rest of the year as we talk about the theme. What's our theme? Are you an enemy or are you an ally? That's right. Are you an enemy or are you an ally?
And if you hate me because I
What does that mean? Well, come on to the workshop so we can talk about it and have ourselves a great time. Now, that's it about Man to Man Let's Talk. Let me tell you something. What we got going on today, fantastic, because this is how God operates. Because it just seemed like yesterday when I talked to my guests, we connected about 4 years ago during the pandemic time.
Okay.
And we follow each other electronically, right? And again, it just seemed like it was yesterday when we had a conversation. So God reconnected us, personally, but we've been connected electronically. And I'm excited to be able to have my guests with us to where we're able to talk about some things and, about being a man, having a business, and what it is to do the things that God has gifted us to do. And so just for a few minutes, I'm going to introduce my guest, let him talk a little bit, and we're going to take a little break, and we're going to come on back, and you're going to hear a little bit more. But I'm excited. I can't wait. We need to talk about this right now. But before we do it, y'all know it was my birthday, right? I told y'all last time what was going to happen. It's my birthday, and if you follow me on Facebook, you see this doggone crown on my head.
Yes.
Yes, and I'm wearing it even when I'm driving.
Oh.
That's right, giving them all fits. What is he doing with that crown on his head? 'Cause it's the same crown I wear when I'm at the house. That's right. And so, yes, it is my birthday on Monday. We had a good time, went to my burger joints, and we had some good time there, me, the fam, and everything. So we had a good time.
What birthday place what hamburger joint you went to on your actual birthday? Which
Oh,
one?
I can't tell you that right
Oh,
now.
you can tell.
I'm going to tell you later. So I got to leave you in suspense. I just tell you, hey, it's his birthday time.
You went to Tyler, Texas?
No, I ain't go to Tyler. this time.
That's one you really like.
No, we stay local. But yeah, the one in Tyler's the one I
But
really
you
like.
like, yeah.
Yeah. But I got a gift that's greater than a hamburger right now.
Okay.
And all I can do is just introduce my guest. His name is Kevin Johnson. And he goes by Kevin J. Trains, social
Okay.
media, on a social media platform. He is my frat brother. We are frat
Okay.
of the greatest fraternity in the land, Phi Beta Sigma, Blue Phi, you know.
Okay.
Houston, give it up for my good friend Kevin Johnson in the building, baby. He's in the building. Kevin, how are you, my brother? How are you?
Outstanding. Just happy to be here. Blessed to be here.
Brother, we appreciate you so much for being here. And one of the things that is important through this whole process that I ask a lot of people, because see, people don't know what you do, and that's fine. They don't need to know what you do right now. But what they need to know is, who are you? Brother, can you tell me who you are without telling me what you do?
Okay.
Okay.
Loaded question, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
It is. I do the best that I can do.
Come on with it.
My name is Kevin Johnson. I am a servant of God, father of 2 children, a husband of a lovely wife, Kimberly, my 2 daughters, Clark and Chloe. And I'm just basically walk this earth. I wake up every day to help as many people as I can in whatever way that I can or am called to do. It's pretty much who I am.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This is one of the questions that I ask, the guys at my workshop. A lot of times we identify ourselves by our profession. Okay. And so I ask that question, can you tell me who you are without telling me what you do? Because it puts everybody on the same plane when it's all said and done. And so you did amazing answering that question, brother, because that's exactly what we want. We want the husband, the father, the kids, and your likes and dislikes and those types of things. And I know one of the likes you like, because we have this in common. And we like fitness now, don't we?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. We love fitness and how it impacts our lives tremendously. And so foods, man. What kind of foods does Kevin like?
Oh man, I guess I'm on the same train you're on. I'm a burger guy.
Ooh, come on now.
And then I guess you spoke of the pancakes. I don't know how this works, but I'm a pancake guy.
Oh, it's on down. It's going down. I got to get it to him.
Those are my 2 top foods. Okay, I'm gonna have to try it out when I get out prep and I can eat. I have to give it a shot. But yeah, I'm definitely a pancake and burger guy all day long.
That is awesome. See, I didn't know this. This is wonderful. This is what I love about this. So now he got to get some choo-choos.
Oh, yeah, he got to.
Oh, yeah. When the time comes, he got to get some
It's a
my
must.
wheels are spinning when y'all were talking about it.
It's a must.
Yeah, I hadn't heard of it, so yeah, definitely want to give it a shot.
Yeah, man. You got to get some choo-choos, hands down. What kind of music does Kevin like, man?
I like hip hop, older hip hop, 90s.
Oh,
2000s,
yes, sir.
And, R&B. I guess I'm kind of stuck in my time frame, my younger years. So anything from the 90s, 2000s, sprinkled in with a little bit here and there of newer stuff. I got kids, so I got to kind of keep up.
Yes, sir.
So what they listen to, what's going on, so I can kind of stay hip to a certain degree. But that's pretty much where I'm at with the music.
Man, I'm the same way. You ain't stuck. And you know, I love it. I mean, that was the peak of the music. What is it? Late 90s, late 80s, in between the late 80s and the early 2000s is when I see where music really, hip hop really peaked. You know, where it had a lot of substance and everything in it.
Still good.
And so it if we can go back and listen to it, it's a beautiful thing. And it's just like it was when we listened to it the first time. So, man, I'm right there with you, you know, on the music aspect of it. Hobbies, man, real quick. What hobbies you do before we take a break? Other than fitness and those things, what things does Kev like to do?
You know, that's it. At this point of my life, I'm a bodybuilder, so everything is tied to that. This will be my last year competing, so this is my hobby for now. But I do plan to, I haven't told too many people, but I plan to take up the piano once this is done.
Love it.
So that'll be my next hobby. I need something peaceful. And
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
A little more calm.
Yes, sir. I love that. Love it, love it, love it. So, you know, these are the things that is important that shapes us as who we are as human beings. And as men, it's important for us to know, too, that there are other things other than work that we have been called to explore. And when we do that, we get to see more about who we really are, right? And not what other people say that we are, but we discover who we are. And when we discover that, it cannot be taken away from us, right? It cannot be taken away from us. So as we take this journey to today, I'm excited to be able to hear more about, you know, why you went into bodybuilding and instead of just fitness in general. But there was something that drove you there. Would love to hear more about that. But we're gonna come back, Linda J, and we're gonna discover that in a little bit. But guys, you listen to the Man to Man Let's Talk show on the legendary KYOK AM 1140, the all new 106.5 FM. You're listening to the Man to Man Let's Talk show with my guest, Mr. Kevin Johnson. Kevin J. Trains is what they call him, y'all.
Okay.
Hey, we'll be back in a few. Man to Man, let's talk. Oh, yeah, man.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Easy breathing.
Yeah, yeah.
Anybody look at you, you jump in.
Right.
Good stuff.
I'm looking at you, but I'm listening to.
Okay.
Ooh, mercy. Got a lot of people on here. Hey, y'all.
I'm seeing the picture.
Thank you very much. Hey, guys, thank you very much for joining in. Thank you for tapping in. Appreciate it. Share this video. It just may help a soul. Y'all share this video. It just might help a soul. So we got great things that's happening. If you have any questions for Kevin or myself, call 281-453-1000 or just put it in the comments and we'll address it. So we'll appreciate you on that. Thank you, Mama. So the next thing we're going to do, Kev, we're going to go till about 11:55. So we're just going to do our thing, just like you and me, just having the conversation at the kitchen table. You know what I mean? And everybody else is just flies on the wall that we can't kill.
I need to look a certain way.
Oh, you can right there, looking right here would be fantastic.
Okay.
That's all right. It's cool. You're doing great. You're doing great, brother. Oh, yeah. Mr. Scott, Larry Scott, what's going on, man? I ain't seen Larry in a long time. You seen Larry? On Saturdays, right? Oh, okay. I haven't seen my brother in a long time. I got you. I miss my boy. Yes, indeed.
He was gone for the last two Saturdays. He come back for a time this past Saturday. Yeah, might do a show for him.
I got you.
And then he did the Bible study for him.
I got you. What you say?
The thing you spoke about, I don't know if it's a conference or not. When is that?
The conference? That's throughout the year. We're going to do March 29th, going to be virtual. And then we're going to have in-person May 10th, I believe, like that. The Saturday or Mother's Day. Yeah.
Where would that be at?
I'll let you know.
Okay.
What's going on, Houston? You're listening to the Man to Man Let's Talk show, and we are in the building on the legendary KYOK AM 1140, all new 106.5 FM. Well, we got the hits that don't miss and show enough good for your spirit. We in the building today with my good friend, Mr. Kevin Johnson, a.k.a. Kevin J. Trains, in the building with me today. He's my frat brother, y'all. That's right, that Phi Beta Sigma. So we calling all of them. Tune on in and let your brothers know. Let the brothers know. Kevin, brother, thank you so much. Here it is. This is the question. This is one of the big questions that I love to ask us men.
Okay.
What's Kevin's definition of what a man is?
It's actually been a few things up until recently. I kind of finally figured out what it is to be a man on a bunch of different levels. But basically, definitely a provider, a man of character, integrity, just righteous. Somebody that's righteous, going to look out for less fortunate and do what's right regardless of what's going on around them. And, just always standing for right, I'd say, if I had to put it in a nutshell.
Absolutely. No, that's beautiful, brother. What are the things that you see that keeps us from discovering who we really are? As I call, what are the distractions that keeps us from really, finding out the true definition of a man? Because you and I both heard multiple things. We've witnessed plenty of things insane, and we were told that's what a man is, right? Whether it's playing sports, whether it's working many hours on the job, whether it's how many women you've been with, whatever the case may be. We said, "Oh, you a man now." How much food you can eat, how much alcohol you could drink, what kind of car you drive, what kind of home. What are some of the distractions that you've observed that you may have faced or you observe other people have faced to where it keep them from discovering who they really are as a man?
I think to simplify it as best as possible, it all boils down to where your information is coming from. Right? A lot of times we are misled and we pick things from different things we see, from TV to movies to even people that are around us, right? Uncles, cousins, whoever, but they may not be in line or all the way right? So not having a person to steer you right that got their information about how to be right from the right place, right? So if you, like you spoke about it being in the Bible, it's there already. If you get the information from there and you pass that information to the next person, then it makes it easy, right? You have a clear understanding of what you're supposed to be, what your purpose is, what your role is as a man, and how you're supposed to conduct yourself. And if we can just pass that, I think we'd be in a much better space. So I guess the problem or the distraction would be lack of that, right? Lack of the right leadership, if you want to call it, or mentorship.
Absolutely.
And that's even from a dad, from an uncle sometimes. And sometimes it's not that they didn't do their best, they just didn't know. You understand what I'm saying? They didn't know. They only know what they know. Right or wrong in their mind is right because, they made it however far they made it. They have a kid. And the standards may be, I want my kid to graduate and stay out of jail and, little things like that. But that is not even close to the tools of what you need to be a man, much less pass it on to somebody else. So that would be the distractions. I would say the main distraction.
Yeah.
Everything kind of falls under that umbrella.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. Thank you very much. That's on point.
Yeah.
Right there. And what I get from that is the source. Where you get your information from. Where do you get it from? Because whatever it is that you believe, you're going to show it in your actions.
Yeah.
And so we have to make sure that we're following the right information from the right source. Because, everything that sounds good to us don't mean that it is good for us. And that's what we're learning and still learning till this day, right?
And know the sound doctrine.
That's right.
Yeah.
We have to see the sound doctrine because sound doctrine doesn't change.
It doesn't change.
It does not change.
Okay.
So Kev and I have a lot in common. We both love fitness. But did you always like fitness before you really got into it and elevated into bodybuilding and those types of things?
Yeah, but it was more, I play sports or whatever, but it was more of a selfish, personal type of thing. So it kind of changed. But I've always been active, play sports in school, so I've always had some sort of love for sport and fitness in general. But like I said, it's mainly for myself.
Gotcha. What was the driving force to where you wanted to do bodybuilding? And the reason why I say that, sports, just like you playing sports, playing football, playing basketball, running track, all that stuff. And in junior high, high school, naturally it was all about attention. You know, the girls liked it. So I'm just keep on working out. But then I was successful playing ball. Then it's like, okay, well, this working out thing is pretty good. Let me keep on doing it, right? And then it just built. Even in college, it was like, you know, still wanted, I played ball in college and I wanted to keep the physique. Of course, you know, I wanted to play on the field and be in shape. And I just kept that. That was my driving force along with that. But for you, it elevated to bodybuilding. That's a whole different level. Not too many people will seek that because that requires a little more discipline through the distractions.
Okay.
What is for Kev that drove him from just working out to like, nah, I'm going higher and going to competition, not just bodybuilding, but competition bodybuilding. So what was the driving force for that, sir?
I think it kind of ties, and I'll go back and forth, but it kind of ties into what you said about doing something and liking it and seeing some kind of success. So you kind of roll with it because, you know, from that aspect, it makes you happy. But originally, before I did my first show, I wasn't a fan, right? I felt like it was not the best thing to do for a body, right? They got to get super lean. It's unhealthy to some degree, right? To jump in and out of that leanness and take your body to one point and then get in off season and, you know, gain 40 pounds and then have to go back down 40 pounds. You know, the up and down thing, and
yes,
eating
sir.
right, not eating right, not really overly concerned about health at any point. It's either I'm eating and being happy or I'm working out and bodybuilding. So I'm eating for my body to look a certain way, right?
Right.
The health component wasn't really there.
Right.
So I, you know, I worked out a lot, and one of the guys in the gym I was going to, his name is Alan, a good friend of mine. He would always tell me, you should do a show, and I'm like, no, it's not really my thing, you know what I'm saying? Not into that. He's like, I'm telling you, you about 2 weeks out, I can give you a meal plan and dial you in, and you'll be, you know, spot on. So I was like, okay, I'll give it a shot. After about 2 months, he just hammered it. So I gave it a shot, and I did well, right? I think I got second and third in 2 different categories. So from that point, I was like, okay, wasn't too bad, and I'm actually decent. I'm decent at it, right? So I think at that point I might have been 47, somewhere upper 40s. So I was like, all right, I wasn't quite ready to work as hard as I needed to continue, so I stopped. And I always told myself, bucket list, well, I want to do another one at 50. So once I turned, I think I was 49, I jumped back in to get ready for 50, and I won. I won, and then I won. And it's like, how do you stop, right? If
Right.
you find something that I work out all the time, and then I found a way to turn it into happiness, and then it kind of lines up with what I do. So it was just that. It was just it went quick, almost like, you know, somebody, I don't know, hitting the lotto, or just somewhere they jump in something and go so fast, and you're at one place, and then next thing you blink your eyes, and it's like, man, I'm at the top of my category. You know, it kind of feels good, and it's not as difficult as one might think, right? Especially if you win it. So,
Absolutely.
That's pretty much what drove me that direction. So it was an accident, I'm gonna say. I won't say, well, not necessarily accident. Maybe it was divine, but it wasn't my intention, right? I didn't grow up wanting to be a bodybuilder. I didn't
Right.
get in and saying, all right, I'm gonna do these shows and I'm gonna make it to the top and this and that. I just did it because he won't leave me alone. And then I said, I'm gonna try it again at 50. And like I said, at 50, I won, and it was like, oh, I may be okay, right? Let me try again. Let me make sure this is real. Yeah, let me see. And then I won again, and I'm like, man, okay, let's really give everything and try to see where I can go with it. And that's where I am today. I have August, I made it to Masters Olympia, so August I go to Tokyo for that.
Awesome.
So the way I did that, it afforded me to take my family on vacation to Tokyo, right?
Amen.
So,
A win-win situation, wasn't it?
yeah, absolutely.
That's awesome, bro.
great.
That is awesome. I love that. Man, that along the road or prior to the road, we all have these turning points in our lives, right? I remember when I was in college, there was a time where my heart was beating real fast, and I was involved. I was president of a fraternity. I was, playing ball, trying to work a job, and campus life, all those things, and then I started experiencing irregular heartbeats, and I went to the doctor, and the doctor put me on a heart rate monitor for about 24 hours. They checked it out, and they said, "You're healthy, you're strong. All we can see is a lot of stress or whatever's going on in your life. You probably need to cut some things out so your body is not so stressed or whatnot." That was a turning point in my life from a health standpoint. Was there a turning point in your life from a health standpoint that really propelled you, to do more from a fitness standpoint and also to be a better human being?
Absolutely, 1,000%. Okay. In 2008, I went to, I think I was like out of a job or whatever. So I went to this, one of those companies where they take you overseas to work or whatnot. So it's like 500 people in this place to try to get these jobs. And so I'm going through that process trying to get this job, and they have this, go through this rigorous physical, right? So I go through the physical, and out of the 500 people in the auditorium, it's the last day. We fly out the next day, and they had this little chalkboard on the wall, and it's got like 7 names on it. And the other guys, we was like, watch, there's gonna be some people up there. They're gonna be on the medical board, and they're not gonna be able to go. And I was like, wow, it's unfortunate. So I look up, and I'm the last name on the board, and I'm like, wow, you gotta be kidding me, man. I'm looking around, and I'm like, I know I'm way healthier than 90% of these people. Like, I don't know, that's a mistake, right? Another Kevin Johnson, whatever the case may be, but it was me, right? So I go back there, and I'm like, what's going on? I need to know, I need this job, I need to know what's the problem so I can go ahead and knock it out and leave. And she was like, you're not gonna be able to go. You need to go to the emergency room, right? And it's like 7 o'clock at night. No, the doctor, she told me, it's like 7 o'clock at night. And so I took that. I go home, call my mom, tell my wife, and the only issue was my blood cell count was high. My white blood cell count was really high. Right, that's all she could tell me. She couldn't tell me nothing else because I had to go to the doctor and get the diagnosis. So she gave me that to go home with. So I'm in the shower, I'm crying, I'm like, everything I'm Googling is death, right? It's like, when it's high like that, you're gonna probably die. So I get up the next day, go to the doctor, and they say I have leukemia, right? And which is a blood cancer that I didn't know what it was at the time, but I'm like, everything I looked at before said HIV, right? So it's like, at that time in 2008, HIV is death.
Yeah.
You're gonna die.
Yeah.
So I'm asking God, just I got kids that's like 6, 7. Like, just let me make it to get them out of school, right? And whatever after that. So we do that. I go find out it's leukemia. So at that point, when they said leukemia, I like yelled in the doctor's office. I don't know what leukemia is. I know it ain't HIV, which at that point I thought was death. So I'm excited to a certain degree, right? And then my first question is, am I gonna die? And she's like, no, you're not gonna die. You just have to take this pill for the rest of your life, right? So I have to do the chemo thing and all this and that. She's like, no, just take the pill. You'll be fine, but we don't know what'll happen more than 5 years out. So she said, the problem is people have gained up to 100 pounds in a 12-month span on the medication. And I'm like, man, if that's all you're telling me is I need to go to the gym and worry about the way I'm gonna live, I go to the gym right now. Like, I need to be around. I got kids and whatnot. So from that point on, I have to stop drinking. What do I have to do on my end? Whatever it is, I'm willing to do it. And she told me that. So from that point on, I'm in the gym every day, man. I didn't want to do nothing to mess up nothing that I had. So it just kind of went from there. And then once I got myself together, maybe 6 months or so, then people started asking me questions. Hey, how much, what you eat, this, all that kind of stuff. So I'm thinking, I'm in the gym all the time. I'm helping people. and then it just became a mission to not. People take their health for granted. Right?
Yes.
You feel good, you think you're good.
That's
And
right.
I felt good,
Absolutely.
but I wasn't, right? So
Absolutely.
the mission was just to get people to understand that if you have a clean bill of health at this point, you can't just be reckless and careless about it because it can change. It will change, right?
Absolutely.
If you're not right. So my mission was to get people to understand, listen, man, you don't want to go to the doctor like I did for a checkup and a physical, and they tell you, hey, we need to have a conversation.
That's correct.
It's dire. It could be dire. So the mission was just to get people to take care of themselves, right? Be conscious of what you put in your mouth, how you treat yourself, because you could be gone, man. And it's people that need you. You don't think about it while you're here, but until you get in the hot spot. But it's people that need you. So that pushed me to fitness, to training, and want to open a gym and just trying to reach everybody I could and get that message across. Even though they come to me for, I want to look like this and that, and it's like, that's cool, man, but more importantly, don't forget about the health aspect of it, right? It's extremely important.
Sweet, Doc, sweet.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that story.
yeah.
One of the comments on here from
That's sweet, man.
Clark Johnson.
Yeah.
How did we meet? And I'm gonna let you tell it.
Okay.
How did we meet?
That that's another thing, and you touched on that too. I think it was another divine deal there because we met at I want to say it might have been a fraternity meeting.
It was.
Right, and you contacted me a few times about the conference.
Yeah.
And I was interested always, even years after. Every year I would see it. You know what I'm saying? I was always interested. I just could never get around to it. I just don't think I was in the right space at the time. And then you just happened to reach out, and I thought it was right on time, because now I think I fully understand manhood, and I'm in the space to be a part of it. So that's pretty much how it came about.
That's awesome. Yeah, I remember that. Again, this was in 2020, where we're trying to figure things out because I believe we had the mask on and all that stuff, where we were in the meeting and got a chance to meet some of the brothers of Phi Beta Sigma grad chapter, right? The grad chapter. And, just in human nature, you know who you vibe with to an extent, you connect with and stuff. And naturally, we had a connection from a fitness standpoint, where we definitely had common ground. Not only was in fraternity, but we also were trainers as well. And so naturally, we're going to, connect that way. And so it's a beautiful thing that seed was planted 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And I kid you not, it was less than 2 or 3 weeks when we reconnected and we started talking. And God moved me in a position. It's like, as I saw like I told you, I saw the video about your app, and he was talking about your app and encouraging people to use the app and those things. And I said, I need to get Kevin on my show. I need to get it on my show. And I reached out, and the rest is history, and he's here now. But this is 4 years in the making. 4 years in the making, right? And I mean, literally, it happened so fast, where we followed each other, and then God set it up to where now's the time for us to have a conversation. And just like Kev said, he wasn't in a space then to be able to do what he's doing right now, even though he was aware of the information that was presented to him or whatnot. And that's God. And I think about the bamboo tree, right? Because a bamboo tree really doesn't start growing until about 5 to 7 years after you planted a seed, right? And so you can get really, really frustrated and be like, when is it going to grow? But life is a process, and it takes time. And so are relationships.
Yeah.
It's a process. The seed was planted in 2020. Look at the growth right now. You see what I'm saying? Now we're talking right now, which is a beautiful thing. So I'm excited. I'm excited about where we are right now and where it could lead us. Now, one of the things that Kev and I have in common, of course, I'm a fitness trainer. He's a fitness trainer. But Kev, I love Infinity because, again, the name of his business is Infinity Fitness. Did I say it right?
Solutions.
Infinity Fitness Solutions. So there's so much in Infinity, bro. You just got to tell it.
Yeah.
Why you chose? You could have chose anything. You'd have been like, this has been Kevin J. Train Studios or whatever. No, you said Infinity Fitness Solutions. Why did you choose that? Starting with the word infinity.
Well, to back up a little bit, I didn't want it to be about me. Right?
Right.
I didn't want my name on it. But the infinity thing came from where the fitness came from, period, which is a cancer, right? This is a lifetime of working out and taking care of yourself. It's for life, so it's forever until you're not here. So that I wanted it to be meaningful and actually represent and mean something. So that is what it is. It's a lifetime of fitness. It's ongoing. It doesn't stop because you had a wedding and you already got married, and you got to keep going and going and going if you want to be around. I had the best chance to be around, so that's where Infinity came from.
That's awesome. That's awesome, brother. And
Infinity means forever, right?
it does.
correct.
Yeah. It's either infinite or it's finite. That's it. It's either
Yeah.
infinite or it's finite. Okay? So for us as trainers, the impact that we've had on so many people, what was it like to get your first customer, your first client, and train that individual and then be able to see the results to where it encouraged you even more so?
Well, it felt good. It was a blessing, man, because I actually left a job, a full-time job, to become a trainer and just jump out on my own. So I kind of jumped out on the limb, right? And then when I got that first legitimate client, I had a few prior to
Yeah.
the free thing, and
Yeah.
just want somebody to
Yeah,
come
man.
exercise, right?
I
So
know what you're
I'm in
talking
parks,
about.
I'm everywhere, I'm all over these different places. When I actually got my first full-fledged, full-paying personal training client, it just kind of reassured me that, okay, I can do this, and I'll be able to do this, and I'm going to be all right. So it was a good feeling to have somebody trust me, being so new in fitness, and give me a shot. Shout out to Jessica. That was my first official full-paying client.
That's awesome. That's awesome, bro. I'm right there with you, man. We did them freebies before we got paid.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
boy, we got paid. Woo, we thought we was on top of the world.
Right.
Like, man, you gonna pay me to do this? I love this. Clark asked the question, what keeps you going every day, and how do you not get discouraged?
What keeps me going is family, my family for sure. I got to provide for my family, take care of my family, and be a good example for my family. But God's not finished with me, right? I got a lot of. I actually feel like I'm just getting started, even though I've been training for over 10, 12 years. I really feel like I'm super excited, almost as if it was brand new, because I feel like I'm just getting started. It's got a lot to do with me, and man, I've been touched in so many ways. It would be insane for me to stop or get discouraged. I've been given too much. I've been blessed too much to feel that way. I've really been blessed above and beyond measure. So that kind of keeps me going, because I know it's not. I got a lot more.
Absolutely.
back end,
I love it. Another question is from Quinn Anna. It's, what is the hardest thing about your job and why?
All right, hate it or love it. Hate or love relationship. The people, right? I love my people. I love all people.
Oh my God! Disclaimer.
It's just the cooperation. Some of the excuses. I mean, you got stuff that comes when stuff happens, but the different excuses, and just getting people to do what they're supposed to do, right? That's the big part of the job, is getting everybody to do what they're supposed to do, and not come to you saying they did everything, but not changing, and have me wreck my brain to try to figure it out when all along you didn't do it. Yeah. That's the biggest thing. But it's cool. It's challenging, so it's fun. That's what makes it fun at the same time, right? You got to figure this stuff out.
Yeah, that you're absolutely right. Boy, I feel that. Boy, I'm telling you, working. Just letting y'all know.
Talk people.
Y'all definitely getting y'all money's worth dealing with us, okay? Y'all think we put y'all through stuff, man. Y'all put us through a lot of things, man. Let me just tell you, from one trainer to another, man. I'm just saying, y'all put us through a lot of things. I love it. This is great. Are you okay with sharing, if anybody wants some training and they want to get the best in Houston, okay, where can they find Infinity Fitness Solutions?
All right, we are Infinity Fitness Solutions. We're in Humble, 311 South Houston Avenue, Humble, Texas 77338. Open 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday. We have multiple trainers. We got group classes, personal training, meal plans, and a high rate of success.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Now, are you training everybody, or do you have other trainers, bro?
No, man, I have an amazing
Staff.
Yeah, I have an amazing set of trainers. Bodybuilders, all sorts of walks of life. So it's not a situation where you come in there and everybody looks like top-notch bodybuilders or whatnot. We got all walks of life. So I have a couple young ladies, Patrina, Grace, and Marquis, and then I have another young gentleman named Casey. Man, they're all super capable, educated, and well versed and solid at doing their jobs. So they're amazing.
What number can they reach the place?
The place, you can call us at 832-677-2157. Infinity Fitness Solutions, 832-677-2157.
Got a website?
I do. InfinityFitSolutions.com. All right, that is InfinityFitSolutions.com.
Social media?
Social media, that's a tricky one. We got all these, it's like knowing the
I know,
phone
man.
But we got Kevin J Trains on Facebook and Instagram, and then Infinity_Solutions. Infinity_Fitness_Solutions on Facebook and Instagram.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So listen, just like I said before, nobody knows your body like we do, or like you do, excuse me. And the goal is for you to take care of your body. And if you need a trainer, it's okay to get a trainer. Just like some people need therapy, some people need counseling. It's okay. You are elevating your human development. You'll never get to the point to where you master being a human. There's always something that you're going to have to learn. So don't look at it and say, I've arrived, because there's no such thing as arriving. Okay, there's no such thing as a destination where you don't have to learn anymore. When people say that they're grown, you're pretty much saying, I don't want to learn anymore. I'm a grown man.
Yeah.
I'm a grown woman. No. You are growing. Right? And from a fitness standpoint, we are continuously growing, because you don't know how your body's going to be 10 years from now. And so you're still learning. So you take the tools that you learned in the past and you add it to the new tools that you're going to learn when you're older. So don't limit yourself, family. If you need a trainer, get a trainer. Go to Infinity Fit Solutions in Humble. Okay, and you're going to get the best of the best. I'm here to tell you right now, you're going to get the best of the best.
That number again, Kevin?
832-677-2157.
For those in that back that didn't have that pen?
832-677-2157.
One of the things about fitness and life in general is that we're going to have some hiccups, we're going to have some bumps in the road. The question is, are you going to stop at the bump in the road and the hiccup, or are you going to keep moving? And we have shown that when we have that bump in the road, not only did we go through it, we can talk about it now to be able to help other people. So I'm here to tell you from a fitness standpoint, don't give up. If you tried or whatever and it didn't work out first 10 times, keep going. Keep going. Don't give up. If you're having a hard time at the workplace, you're having a hard time with your family, the little hiccup or whatever, don't stop. Keep going. All right? And men, if you are learning what it is to be a man and you feel like, I'm not getting anywhere, don't stop. Keep going. And check out Man to Man. Let's talk when it's all said and done. We'll help you in that particular area. Kev, closing words, man. What is it that you would tell a new client as well as a seasoned client when it's all said and done, that you would encourage them from one human to another to keep going? What encouraging words you can leave with our listeners this morning?
Just something is better than nothing, right? Just don't quit. Keep moving, and don't feel like because you can't do 5 days a week or you can't work an hour every time you go that you don't need to go. Just do something on a regular basis until you get to a place where you can do more. but anything is better than nothing. So yeah, that probably be the best thing. Is just always do something. Stay active.
Absolutely. And to our fellow men who are still searching for their true identity, in addition to what you said, what else would you tell that man who's on the fence right now and is looking as far as their identity as what a real man is?
Whew. You need to open a book called the Bible, number one. Number two, I am in a class right now that has been extremely powerful and helpful when it comes to manhood and what it encompasses to be a man, a true man, based on the Bible. It's called A Resolution for Men. That book has been pivotal for me in understanding, and I'm 52 years old, man, and me reading that book changed all the things that I think about being a man. So yeah, I would encourage any man, if you think you know it and you got it or not, just read this book. It's eye-opening. It's eye-opening for every man to read.
Amen, Brother Kevin. I want to thank you so much for being here, and just know, bro, this ain't the first or the last time that you are here on the show. We want you to come back again, and we can have more man conversation as we take the city of Houston on a journey of what goes on in the mind of a man. That's what it's all about. So I just want to let you know that. And Houston, Infinity Fitness Solutions and Humble, get there, all right? You're going to get the best of the best. I can't say it enough. And take care of your body. Kevin's going to take care of you and his team. And you're going to be amongst a great community when it's all said and done. Look, Houston, I'm so excited and delighted of what took place today.
Oh, yeah.
Our audience online, the questions, thank you for the questions. And hopefully we'll be able to do this again.
Yeah.
So I am pumped up about this conversation, and it was so impactful. And I know Kevin and I are going to have more conversations.
Okay. You
best believe it, man. We're going to get down, with it. We're going to sharpen each other as men. So again, Houston, thank you so much for listening today, and tune in on the next Thursday on the Man to Man Let's Talk show, where we will have ourselves a great time. Now, if you didn't know, now you know.
No.
You listening to the Man to Man Let's Talk show. Thank you, Linda J. Appreciate you as always. You know what I'm saying? Love you more. All right, guys, y'all have a phenomenal weekend, right? And if you haven't had your burger yet, go on and get your burger in celebration of the Burger Month. It's a 28-day celebration, baby.
Okay,
we just getting started. That's right. I'm extra on purpose.
Okay.
That's it, baby. Y'all have a great weekend. Man to Man, let's talk. We out. Look at here, Houston. We appreciate you tremendously.
You did awesome.
What? Look. Awesome. We thank y'all so much, man. Y'all share this video. It just might impact somebody. You understand what I'm saying? So y'all keep it going, keep it moving. Don't give up. And support Infinity Fitness Solutions. Go and get yourself together. Get that together. All right? Y'all know who you are. Y'all have a good one. Man to Man. Let's talk.